Welcome back to the WCG for this first limited overs international of the 2019 TRANS-TASMAN Backyard Cricket Series between WCG Australia and the New Zealand Blackyards. The Kiwis are on track to pick up their first points of the series as the Aussies limped into the drinks break at 5 for 76 and will now need to go at exactly 9 and over if they're going to pull this one from the Ashes. So it'll be Hamid Basher, the new batsman, to the crease for WCG Australia. Has a massive task on his hands now and will need to go from just about ball one with his side needing to strike at 9 and over. So it'll be Tamati Kemp to bowl the 11th over of the innings as he's in now to Basher and he starts with a 4 wide delivery outside the off stump and Basher leads it alone. This is a problem the Aussies face. They've left themselves with a lot to do in this final session as Basher will have to get going pretty quickly. As Kemp continues to him now, this one's a back of a length delivery, hit towards McFarlane there on the offside, who misfields, and that's the first boundary of the session for the Aussies. Basher is off the mark in fortuitous fashion, but they all count. Kemp to continue to Basher in the 11th over, as he's in now, and this one's a back of a length delivery, and Basher has spotted it, but can't make contact. So a priceless dot there for the Kiwis as they tighten their grip around the Aussies' neck, as Kemp will continue again to Basher over the wicket. It's in now, and that one's a full delivery, and Basher decides to leave it alone. Looked a good delivery there from Kemp, might have just rolled the fingers on it. So he'll continue once again to Basher. This one's another full delivery, and it's hit on the offside, but it's been brilliantly fielded there by the skipper Viggo Rasmussen, who stops a certain boundary there at cover and keeps further scoreboard pressure on the Aussies. It will be the skipper to bowl the 12th over of the innings, and he's in now to Basher, and it's a good length delivery. And again, Basher decides to leave it alone outside the off stump. 83 required off 52 deliveries here for the Aussies, but they're going to have to start finding the boundary pretty regularly from here on out. As Rasmussen will continue to Basher. This one's another good length delivery, and he's hit this one over the fence. So Basher goes, and the Aussies slip deeper into the mire. Basher trying to lift the run rate, perishes for 4. The Aussies 6 for 83. So it's the youngster Daniel Hancock who will make his way to the crease with the Kiwis Honey Badger plastic bat in hand. Well, he'll be hoping he can strike him like the Kiwis did, with his side needing a miracle. So it'll be Rasmussen around the wicket to Hancock for his first delivery. In now to full toss and hit the way on the leg side. Oh, it's out! It's gone over the fence. There's a bit of a quizzical look. The umpire has fired him. The ball has hit the top of the net and gone out over the fence, as Hancock is dismissed for a golden duck. So the Kiwis are marching along to their first points of the competition as George Penneros makes his way to the crease. The 8th batsman in has produced some important knocks in the past at the WCG, but this one will take something special. So it'll be Rasmussen on a hat-trick here to George Penneros. Oh, and he's nearly got it. Oh, that must have been a whisker away from that leg stump. It's been a brilliant over from the Kiwi skipper, who's leading from the front. WCG Australia 7 for 84 as Logan Strange bowled the 13th over of the innings as he's in now, and he begins with a wide full half volley, and Penneros is good enough to get this away to the point boundary as he's off the mark in style. Strange to continue to Penneros in the 13th over as he's in now, and this one's a bit of a shorter delivery, and Penneros drops that on the offside and moves through for a single, and Satch Pryor can only thumble. Still a brilliant result for the Kiwis. Anything short of a boundary is a win for them. But Penneros, despite his hiatus at the WCG, is certainly capable. Has moved along quickly to 5 as he'll face Strange again, who's over the wicket. This one's another short delivery. Oh, and it's another boundary as Penneros hammers this through the extra cover region and beats Satch Pryor once again as he races to 9. Will be Satch Pryor who'll bowl the 14th over of the innings. As he's in now to Penneros, he starts with a good in-swinging delivery, and Penneros can only get forward and defend. 73 required from 41 deliveries, as Pryor will continue to Penneros around the wicket. This one's a good length delivery, and Penneros can only drop it on the leg side for a single. Is Penneros just setting himself up for a late charge? Yeah, they've got very little option but to take this as deep as they can, with only Rabi Basher and Alex Steppe remaining in the sheds. Things are getting desperate here for the Aussies as Pryor will continue around the wicket to Penneros. This one's another good length delivery, and he just drops that on the offside to Blake Lambert there at cover, who may well have run Penneros out there with a direct hit. He goes straight away, Penneros. He has a good look at the stumps. Yeah, and with a direct hit, he was gone. Required to continue to Paneros in the 14th over. He's in now around the wicket. It's a full toss and he's hit this out of the ground. The Kiwi fieldsman just making sure, but it is confirmed. Paneros is dismissed for 11 and the last real hope for the Aussies has departed. WCG Australia 8 for 95 as Rabi Basha makes his way to the crease, the 9th batsman in for the Aussies, who has a mammoth task on his hands. So it'll be Satch Pryor into Rabi Basha for the final ball of his spell. In now and it's a good length delivery and Basha lets it go outside the off stump. It'll be Blake Lambert to bowl the 15th over of the innings. And he's in now to Basha and this one's a short wide delivery and Basha hits this down the ground and he's off the mark with a boundary. Is there life in the Aussies yet? They require 67 off 35. Lambert to continue to Basha over the wicket. In now to shorter, wider delivery and Basha has a trademark swipe at it but doesn't make contact. So another priceless dot there for the Kiwis, who are motoring towards their first points of the series. 61 required off 34 deliveries as Lambert will continue to Basha again and this one's a wider delivery as Basha has to reach out and gets a toe end onto the fence and will move through for a single. 100 up for the Aussies in the 15th over. They've still got a mountain to climb. Lambert to continue to Basha over the wicket. As he's in now and this one's another good delivery and Basha has scored. This has just gone over the house. It might be coming into the backyard and it has, and it's been taken one-handed there by Tamini Camp. And that's the 9th wicket down for the Aussies. Great awareness there from the Kiwi fieldsman as they are now just 1 wicket away from a famous victory on Australian soil for the very first time. So the final hope for WCG Australia is Alex Stepien, who makes his way to the crease, the last batsman in for the Aussies, with his nation still requiring 66 to pull off a miracle. So it'll be Blake Lambert into Alex Stepien for his first delivery. In now, and it's a full in-swing and delivery, but this one swings down the leg side and will be called a wide. So that's one off the required total here for Stepien and the Aussies. The Kiwis just 1 wicket away from their first points of the series. As Lambert is in again to Stepien, it's a good length delivery. Stepien gets a thick outside edge and that narrowly misses the auto wiki and he moves through for a single to get off the mark. Lambert just inches away from his 3rd wicket of the series. It'll be Shane Louis the bowler, the 16th over of the innings. He's in now to Stepien, who gets a thick inside edge and that's brilliantly fielded there by Henry Miles, who's had a fantastic day at the office so far. He'll be backing Louis to wrap it up here for the Kiwis. He's in once again to Stepien and this one's a low full toss and he's hit this through mid-wicket for 6 Stepien. Louis, who was attacking those stumps, just misses his length and is punished. Louis will continue to Stepien over the wicket this time as he's in now and it's a good length delivery and Stepien has a flirt outside the off stump, can't make contact. 58 required of 25 deliveries. It's going to take a miracle for the Aussies to get home here. As Louis is in for the final ball of his spell and he finishes with a brilliant delivery outside the off stump, which has the beating of Stepien. 9 for 108 after 16. With James called to bowl the 17th over of the innings. He's in now around the wicket to Stepien. Oh, it's a brilliant effort there from Bastia, who just can't hang on. Well, that would have been some way to round out a brilliant performance from the Kiwis. He makes good distance to get there, but just can't hang on. Calder will continue to Stepien around the wicket. As he's in now, and this one's a good length delivery. Stepien gets another thick outside edge onto the fence and will move through for just a single. So good this from Stepien. He's not lying down without a fight, but he's going to have to start finding the boundary pretty regularly with his side still needing 57. Got to be Calder around the wicket again to Stepien. And this one's a full delivery. Oh, and that will help. He's hammered that through cover for a maximum. Sam Fastia with no chance of touching this one this time. Stepien moves to 14. It'll be Henry Miles to bowl the 18th over of the innings. As in now to Stepien, it's a full delivery and it's also been called a no ball. As Stepien hits this through the cover region for another boundary. The Aussies 9 for 120. 46 required from 17. As Miles will continue to Stepien over the wicket. This one's a good length delivery and he gets a thick inside edge. And this one pierces the gap at mid-wicket for another boundary. It's actually a pretty good delivery there from Miles. And it's actually been well guided into the gap there. Stepien is not lying down. 42 to get off 17. As Miles will go around the wicket. This one's a shorter delivery and there it is. This time he gets his man. And the Kiwis are off the mark for the series. Stepion's brave resistance comes to an end as the gap is cut to 2. So the Kiwis have rocketed back into the series with a pretty comprehensive 41-run win against the Aussies in this first limited overs international. Henry Miles named man of the match for his 58 and picking up 2 for 10 in their bowling innings to put the Aussies to the sword and to stamp their authority on this TRANS-TASMAN series. So after yesterday's humiliation, the Kiwis pick up their first points of the tournament to close the gap to 2 and set up a massive second limited overs international of this series. A vital 4 points coming up in this next fixture, and we'll hope you'll join us then. It's bye for now.